What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. Y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's have a conversation, shall we? So, I see that Derek Chisora just had a big win, unanimous decision win over Joe Joyce. I gave him all the credit for that, right? Fought valiantly, fought hard, and was the better fighter that night, right? Derek Chisora had these comments to say after Jared Big Baby Anderson's KO defeat to Martin Bakole. This is what Big Baby had to say about, Jared after Jared Anderson's defeat. He said, "Can I be honest with you? American fighters are great. They talk great, but when it comes down to the business to fight, they don't have that much dog in them." Again, Derek Chisora said, "Can I be honest with you? American fighters are great. They talk great, but when it comes down to the business to fight, they don't have that much dog in them." Well, brother, I beg to differ. I beg to differ. And I'm going to say this too, man. Have y'all ever noticed, like, American fighters, fighters from foreign countries, they will lose to Americans 100 times over, right? And then they will focus on one loss an American takes to another international fighter, another foreign fighter, and they use that to get their American slander off. And I don't respect that. I don't respect that, man. First of all, I can say that being a dog had nothing to do with why Jared Big Baby Anderson lost that fight. He had bad game planning in that fight. The man stayed in a pocket and tried to trade with a bigger puncher who was stronger than him, who outweighed him by 30 plus pounds. Okay, that's not a smart game plan. Try to stay in the pocket and bang it out. I can argue Jared Anderson's dog is what got him in trouble in that fight. Showing dog, being a dog, the dog in him is what really got him in trouble in that fight. I'm gonna say this too, man. He talking like that. Dale boy, you get in there with Bakole. You get up in there with him and let's see how much dog you got when you stand in the pocket with him and trade punches. Let's see how you come out. Let's see how you come out, Derek Chisora. Let's see. Because I promise you, Dale boy would get stopped sooner than Jared Anderson. Like, Derek Chisora would get stopped sooner than Jared Anderson did. I promise you. If you stay in the pocket and bang with him, he would get stopped much sooner than Jared Anderson did. You know what I mean? And I gave Derek Chisora all credit for whipping on Joe Joyce, for real. But, like, to me, he trying to call American fighters soft. You know what I mean? They ain't got no dog in them. And again, I can point to several American fighters that have dog in them. One, honestly, you can look at Deontay Wilder. I'm not talking, minus these last two fights. Deontay always had nothing but dog in him all the time. I seen him get hurt against Tyson Fury and get up and drop Tyson Fury. I seen him keep getting up after getting dropped by Tyson Fury in the second fight. I've seen him get punches landed on him, dudes win rounds and have good moments against him. That first fight with Luis Ortiz, he was getting battered in rounds and came back and stopped Luis Ortiz. You know what I mean? I've seen him lose rounds against guys who were better boxers and still show dog, bite down, show grit, and knock dudes out and flatline them. You know what I mean? I've seen him flatline Robert Helenius after getting stopped in two fights back-to-back against Tyson Fury, right? So that's in the heavyweight division. So to say, American fighters don't got that much dog in them, bro, like, don't do that. Don't do that. Derek saying this, all that, when the only division that the UK fighters really dominate is the heavyweight division, for real, right? That's the only division that they really, really be like making substantial waves in, And honestly, when you look at Derek Chisora, he talking about, they talk great, but they ain't got that much dog in them. Derek Chisora do all this talking crazy over an 8-week training camp. Then he get in the ring and get beat upside his head for 12 rounds. And he done that a lot. You know what I mean? I got respect for him, but maybe it's my pride and my patriotism is showing because the Olympics just happened. And I'm just like, oh, hell no, timeout, flag on the play, cut that bullshit out. Maybe it's that in me. But I just be like, bro, like he calling American fighters soft. But the fighters from other countries be standing the amateurs till they in their mid to early 30s, having 300, almost 400 amateur fights before they want to turn pro. You know what I mean? Like, all of that. Deontay Wilder had 36 fights before he turned pro. Before he medaled in the Olympics and turned pro. Like, come on, bro. Like, what are we... And you see it, a lot of these dudes from other countries, They be making their pro debut at 32, 31. Like, bro, come on, man. American fighters be turning pro 21, 22. Like, and calling us soft. And I say it about the amateur system. They be in there punching on kids in they mid early 30s, punching on kids and winning fights. Like, come on, man. Like, all of that, man. And that kills me. That kills me. You know what I mean? And to say that an American's been running a fight game for generations, and now you want to question Americans' toughness after this loss because of Jared Anderson's loss. Because of his loss, bro, he was fighting and trying to get into the fight. He just got hit with harder shots. Bro, Derek Chisora, you got 13 losses, bro. Do they question your heart and desire after a loss? Like, bro, like, no, man. Was Jared Anderson overrated? Yes, he was. He was. I'm not going to act like he wasn't overrated. Yes, he was. So, I'm not acting like he was just always the greatest thing in the world. I thought Jared Anderson was overrated. But to say he ain't got no dog in him, that ain't why that man lost that fight, bro. You know what I mean? And when you look at American fighters, who don't got no dog? I know you because Tank Davis got dog in him. And Tank turned pro at 18 years old. Compared to these dudes, from these other countries be turning pro at 27, 26, 25. You know what I mean? Errol Spence got dog. We seen how he kept getting beat and knocked down against Bud Crawford and kept getting up and kept stepping forward. Terence Crawford got dog in him. Deontay Wilder, before these last two fights, showed nothing but dog his whole career. Sean Porter always had dog in him. Boots Ennis, you feel me? Like, when we look at even Devin Haney, he getting dropped all them times. Got dropped 3 times in that fight against Ryan Garcia and kept stepping forward and finished the fight. Even through him getting dropped all them times by a dude that was on that Osterin, on that stuff, that had him stronger than Devin in the fight, that had him stronger because it helps with the weight cut and keeping your strength high while you cutting weight. And then Ryan didn't even cut all the way down to 140 like he was supposed to, right? Devin kept getting back up and kept fighting and kept stepping forward. You know what I mean? So he ain't got no dog in him. Like, what? I don't get what he's saying with that. Like, we can look at American fighters all across the board. They got dog in them. He just want to use that to get off that American slander. And so for me, like I said, that to me, him saying that is disingenuous. Dog ain't got no reason. That ain't got nothing to do with why Jared Big Baby Anderson lost that fight. That don't got nothing to do with why he lost that fight. You know what I mean? He stayed in that pocket with a bigger, stronger puncher. A big puncher. And he got stopped. And Derek Chisora would get stopped too earlier. So it's like, they can talk, but they can do all the talking, but they don't got no heart. Like, yeah, boy, you get talking all the time, talking crazy, and getting your head beat in like a piñata for a lot of rounds. You know what I mean? So, yeah, the American slander to me, I don't agree with. Oh, we ain't got no dog. We ain't mentally tough. Like I said, I disagree. You didn't see, Keith Thurman, when Keith was in his heyday, he would get dropped by Manny and come out. He finished the fight pretty well, right? You didn't see even I didn't see American fighters in tough, close fights and pull it out and bite down even after getting hurt and pull it out. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know what Derek Chisora talking about, and I don't agree with it either. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with it either, man. But yeah, I just feel like he's just using that to try to take a shot at American fighters, like a lot of them be trying to do. I don't know if he's trying to get another big fight with some American fighter by saying that. I don't know. But yeah, man, like, I don't know, man. It's crazy to me. It's crazy. But I heard this. I'm like, he better get the hell up out of here with that shit. Like, he better get out of here with that, man. Machiavelli Mills TV, I'm out. Peace.